Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm a freshman in Zeta.
My name is Rachel, and I'm a junior in Delta Gamma.
My name is Kara. I'm an AD Pi.
Coming back from Greek conference, I was really excited, and I just wanted to share with all my friends how awesome the Lord was and what He showed me over the weekend. And I realized wow, a lot of these girls don't know the Lord at all. And
Had just completed the Greek IV 101 group, and that was about learning what Greek IV was, and I learned a lot about how to study scripture from that, and I was looking for another program to kind of get me through the rest of the semester and develop my faith more.
I decided to go to Greek conference this year, and I was really changed by the whole weekend, and it was definitely transformational for me. And I came back and I was just so about jumping right in and just doing everything.
The biggest challenge for me was our invite challenge, where we had to go out and get people to come out to Greek IV, and we had to do this exercise where we would approach people and go through a story and a Bible passage with them. And for me, I'd never really actively gone out and spoken with kind of strangers about faith, so that was very uncomfortable for me to get out of my skin and reach out to people.
our challenge was to go walk down the row and talk to our sisters about Greek IV and share the story of the woman at the well. And I was really nervous because I felt like I was going to be annoying my sisters and that they weren't going to take me seriously, and I just felt like I was annoying them. And so I talked to my big, and she was really cool about it, and then we left to go to another house. And then when I was coming back to go to a meeting that I had at the house, all the girls were in there talking what was Jessie doing? What was that all about? And then I walked in and I was like, hi, and they were asking me all these questions, and the Lord was just showing me that they actually are interested and they want to learn. So that was cool.
Honestly, I think the biggest obstacle for me was finding the time and making the time. Being so busy and really taking the time to sit down and be there with myself and the Lord.
At the beginning of March, which was at the beginning of our program, we made this prayer map with people that we wanted to be praying for their relationship with the Lord. And I put a couple of my Zeta sisters on there, and then I put my real sister who goes to CNU and just hasn't really continued her walk with the Lord at all. We come from a Christian family, but she never really did anything with fellowship or anything in college. And so I've just been praying for her for the past month and a half. Every night before bed I look at that prayer map, and I've just been praying for her. And last weekend I get a phone call from her in tears, and I was like, Jackie, what's wrong? I thought she was upset, and she was like, I want to rededicate my life to the Lord. And it was just so awesome. Obviously, that was God working through prayer.
My favorite challenge was probably the first thing we did. We did a prayer map. I had never really felt the power of prayer, and I was always really skeptical about it. And through this, we had the challenge to be more prayerful and to make the time to pray for everyone on our prayer map. It was just amazing to see the kinds of things that happened, and everything happened the complete opposite of what I thought, and I realized that it was just so powerful to use prayer, and that was kind of the first experience I had with that in my whole life, really. So I think that it really showed me a new side of God and faith and how much of a difference it can make. I've always been so closed off about sharing things with people. I've come to realize that there are a lot of people that I can share my faith with, and that there are a lot of people who are really willing to listen and who want to know. I think that it was really beneficial for me, coming back and being a new Christian and getting that experience right off the bat of things happening and changing for the better.
It made me much more comfortable, even with my sisters and my family and my peers, to be able to talk to them, because there's a lot of my faith I hadn't shared with them, and I didn't really realize that.
Sometimes, even though you might feel distant from the Lord, that doesn't mean He's not there, and He reveals Himself in different ways. This program really taught me to step out of my comfort zone and talk to my sisters and all my friends about the Lord, because they really do want to hear it.